Hello everyone. Welcome to Conversational English. We are starting a new video series called English Conversation Lessons. Each of these videos will consist of 3 parts. The first part will consist of listening to a video conversation. In the second part of these videos, you will learn new vocabulary words and phrases. Finally, to conclude this video series, you will have a quiz in which you will answer 5 questions. Let's learn, while having some fun.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. I've heard wonderful things about you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Jack. Well, let's break the ice. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I'm currently unemployed. I got fired from my job. That's a long story. But I did submit 40 applications. I hope they will call me soon. But if they don't, it's okay. Your daughter will support me. Emily and I are 2 peas in a pod. We support each other in every way.
What was your previous job, Jack?
I used to work as an electrician.
Okay. That's a good job. Well, it was a good job, in your case.
Well, there are plenty of fish in the sea. What makes you so sure about Emily?
Mr. Johnson, when you find someone who pays your bills.
Jack.
I'm just kidding. When you find someone who completes you, there's no one else. Emily is my world.
I have a bad feeling about him.
Something about him is off. Now, when are you going to tie the knot?
With Emily, right?
Of course, with my daughter. Who else?
Just making sure. Well, if you two have the money, I can marry her tomorrow. I am ready.
I see. Can I please speak with my daughter, alone for a minute?
I suppose so. But we are practically family. We should all plan the wedding together. Don't you think?
Oh.
Boy.
Let's break the ice. Let's break the ice means to do or say something to make people feel more comfortable with each other, especially when meeting for the first time. It helps to remove the initial awkwardness and ease into a conversation. Unemployed. If a person is unemployed, it means a person does not have a job. 2 peas in a pod. 2 peas in a pod is a saying that means 2 people who are very much alike. They share many similarities and often get along very well. There are plenty of fish in the sea. There are plenty of fish in the sea means there are many other people out there. It is especially used after a breakup. If someone breaks up, you can say, "Don't worry, there are plenty of fish in the sea," which means, don't worry. There are many other people out there. Something about him is off. Something about him is off means that there is something strange or unusual about him that doesn't feel right Mr. Johnson felt something was strange with Jack. Tie the knot. Tie the knot is a saying that means to get married. When Mr. Johnson asked, "When are you going to tie the knot?" he meant, "When are you going to get married?" Oh boy. Oh boy is an expression used to show excitement, surprise, or concern. End the story. Mrs. Johnson uses the expression, "Oh boy," to show she is concerned. Does Jack have a job? No, he does not. Jack is unemployed. Who is Mr. and Mrs. Johnson's daughter? Mr. and Mrs. Johnson's daughter is Emily. How do Mr. and Mrs. Johnson feel about Jack? Mr. and Mrs. Johnson feel something is off about Jack. They do not have a good feeling about him. What does the saying, "tie the knot" mean? The saying, "tie the knot," means to get married. What does the saying, "There are plenty of fish in the sea" mean? The saying, "There are plenty of fish in the sea," means that there are many other people out there. Great job on the quiz. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content. Comment below with any words or phrases you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.